Okay, so we have the system as exists now and is working well. This is the Evolution RO1000 here. What we have is a bypass pump format now. So you can see that the pressure switch has been taken away. And what we have done here is the face of the pump is that of our bypass pump. The bypass is set at 90 psi. We expect it to operate from 62 to 65 psi. Operating. So there's that 30 psi or so differential between operating point and max bypass. In order to control the on-off of the pump now, instead of using a pressure switch, which over time, depending on the inlet pressures, would or would not interfere with the bypass and as such start cycling, as we finally learned, here we have a fail-safe way of shutting off the pump. There is a flow switch right here made by Compaq Engineering. This is I think it's 0.3 GPM, so when it detects 0.3 GPM it shuts off. Two fittings are needed, John Guest 1/2 inch to 3/8. This is a 3/8, these are 3/8 thread ports, so you'll need two fittings here. We go to an elbow, John Guest 1/2 inch, to the inlet of the pump. We come out with a straight John Guest, and we go through, in this case we have a pressure gauge just for sensing, to the RO system, out of the product water, into the container where you have your float switch with product water. So that's on the plumbing side. On the electric side, we have a transformer now through some spade connectors connected to positive and neutral of the motor, and there is the flow switch is wired in line into the positive, as well as then wired to this relay that we have on the front of the pump. So when the what I'm going to show in this video is that when the tank is full and the float switch activates or shuts off the water, your flow is going to stop. The flow switch is going to detect that, and it's going to send a signal to the relay to shut off the motor, to cut the power to the motor. So effectively that's what will happen. I'll show it in functioning here. Let's fire it up. So here we've got to get some inlet pressure. We're going to put 30 psi. 30 psi. Okay. 30 psi inlet pressure going into the pump. The pump is producing about 65 psi. Product water is being produced. As soon as the flow switch fills, you will see the flow switch come into play. So just shortly here we will have enough water in our bucket to stop the flow, and our flow switch will do its job and tell the relay to tell the motor of the pump to shut off. You can see we have a steady there. System just shut down. So that's how it works now. Again, by giving the on-off of the pump control to a basic flow switch, we've taken out the pressure switch out of the pump, and that's eliminated any possibility of cycling over time. You've seen the different components. The package would logically now include the pump and the motor with the relay already attached. We'll have to put in these two fittings here, and we'll have to put these two fittings in, the flow switch, the transformer, which then I guess Hydrologic would would connect. We'll have to work something here, and then the rest of your system will have everything else. That's how it works now. We're going to do a few more tests on this, but we're going to package this up and send it over to you for your review and approval.